positive vibes only. I always saw only because this channel is about positivity and love. And I want to start by thanking our new subscribers, our returning subscribers. We really appreciate. We thank you so much. And we always tell you, we pray for you. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord enlarge you. May the Lord protect you and shield you together with your family. We don't take it for granted, guys, that you come here, watch our videos, comment, like them, and subscribe. We really appreciate. Guys, today I am starting with a bang. I'm going to talk about something that I have noted and respected these people, and I have actually removed my heart to these people, because it's not always you find such a great people, such a courageous people, such a confident people, such a people who believe in themselves, people who are able to stand for what they believe and what they think is right, and what their tradition says, and what their Christian background says. And I've seen that these people cannot be pulled down, or rather cannot be forced to agree to follow other people, irrespective of how powerful that other people are, or irrespective of how they are adored by the whole world. I am talking about Jamaica, and I'll start by saying Igwe to the people of Jamaica, because guys, every day I admire the people of Jamaica. Every day I come to appreciate their culture, their courage, their strength, their commitment, their confidence, their great stand in everything that they believe in. And today, I want to talk about the courage, the zeal, the confidence, the determination, the ability to stand even when they are facing a giant. Jamaicans will stand and say no to anybody who comes to tamper with what they believe in, who comes to change their ways of life, who comes to change their traditions, who comes to change their Christian background. They will stand and say no. The other country that I've seen with firm stand on what they believe in is Uganda. Ugandans have stood strong in what they believe in, and actually Nigerians. Some of the Nigerians are very firm in what they believe in. They are confident in what they stand for. And they're going to say no to anyone who comes to root them into doing what they don't believe in, what they don't stand for, what they don't believe, what they do not practice in their culture. And I'm talking about what? I'm talking about the US government. This was 2023, and there was this couple that was to come to Jamaica as diplomats. And Jamaican government was supposed to receive them and actually give them a conducive environment for them to work. They were actually supposed to extend diplomatic immunity and privileges to this couple. And when the Jamaican government received a letter from the US government requesting them to accept this couple and this couple to be given immunity and the privileges they need, and actually to be in Jamaica to work there. And I think I'm going to repeat now and again. I love the response of the Jamaican government, the response of the people of Jamaica, the response of the Church of Jamaica, the response of the media in Jamaica. So the US government wrote to the Jamaican government to accept these diplomats to come and stay in Jamaica. The Jamaican government did not respond the letter, or rather the request that was sent to them. They just kept quiet and did not respond. Why did the Jamaican government not respond to a diplomat, or rather to a couple of diplomats who were supposed to come to work in Jamaica? because this couple was not actually a normal couple. Let me use that word, though it is offensive to a group of people. But according to the Africa traditions, and I think Jamaica, we would actually term them as not a normal couple, because this couple was same-sex couple. And that is why the Jamaican government did not answer the request, they just kept quiet. And the US, having the bitterness and the anger that this small island has refused to respond to the request of this diplomat couple coming to Jamaica, they wrote another request. And they told the Jamaican government, you have to answer this one swiftly, with immediate effect. You tell us what you want, because we want this diplomat to come as quickly as possible to Jamaica and start working, and they are given conducive environment, and they are given immunity, and they are given privileges. This is something that is against Jamaican constitution, Jamaican laws. Because according to Jamaican laws, they believe in marriage between a male and a female. And that applies even to Africa. We believe in a marriage of a man and a woman. We do not believe in the marriages of same sex. That is not accepted in our African traditions, and it is not accepted in Jamaican culture, in Jamaican Christian background. It's not accepted, and even in the Jamaican laws and constitution. And therefore, the second request arrived from US to the Jamaican government. And the Jamaican government, this time, they decided to respond. This is why I'm telling you, I have never ever seen such a courageous people, such great people that are going to stand firm for what they believe. They are going to be, to refuse anything that bends their belief, that bends their Christian faith, that bends what they stand for. And I love that, because US is a superpower. And when they write to a country, like for example, Kenya, requesting for some diplomatic favor, I think the government of Kenya would be very, very slow in refusing. But the Jamaican government stood firm and said, we are not going to accept this couple. Actually, they denied the diplomats from coming to Jamaica, knowing very well the consequences of such a denial. Because the people of Jamaica, it's better they face whatever they're going to face, but stand strong in what they believe in. Stand strong in their traditions. Stand strong in their Christian faith. And that is what they did. They said, no, this couple cannot come to Jamaica, because by this couple coming to Jamaica, it means we have accepted same-sex marriages. We have accepted people to marry from the same sex. And this is against our constitution, and this is against our laws, and this is against what we believe in, and therefore we cannot agree. And I want to tell you, this was not taken lightly by the United States government. We all know the United States government actually has accepted same-sex marriages, and they are practiced in US. But in Africa and Jamaica, this is not the case. And therefore, the Jamaican government said no. The church groups and the media came to the front line. And they congratulated the government for standing in what they believe in. They said, we want a strong generation that will come from Jamaica. We want a generation that is going to believe in God, that is going to have morals, that is going to stand for what they believe in. And therefore, the church and the media congratulated the Jamaican government and actually went ahead and advised. Actually, there was a big rally that was held, I think, in St. Andrew. The Jamaicans in the house can tell us where this rally was held. And therefore, this rally, the clergies, the church leaders advised the parents to actually check the material, the educational material that their children are using, so that these things are not sneaked into the education system. And it was a great uproar from the church leaders to the government, and they categorically refused this to happen in Jamaica. The reason why I am talking about this is because I found that as a courageous move, as a good or firm stand in what people believe in. Because we are all different, we are socialized different, we are born in different countries, and we have our values, we have our morals, we have our faith, we have our spirituality, we have our traditions, and we must stand by them. And the Jamaican people said, we are not going to allow the US government to force their beliefs and their traditions and their practices to us, and to force us through the throat so that we can accept what happens in US to happen in Jamaica. And therefore they categorically refused. The US government did not take this lightly, and therefore they took steps. They actually failed to renew the diplomatic extension of some Jamaican diplomats who had already completed 5 years, because after every 5 years, it is automatic, or rather it is routine, to renew the diplomatic extension of these people so that they can continue staying in the US and doing their work without any problems. So the US government actually refused to renew these diplomatic ties to these Jamaican people. Actually, the Jamaican people whose diplomatic extension were not renewed, one of them was the ambassador to the US government in Jamaica. In other words, he was the ambassador to the USA from Jamaica. He was representing Jamaica in USA, and therefore they refused to renew his diplomatic extension. And this guy was Andrew Marks. So Andrew Marks, his diplomatic extension was refused by the US government. There was also another person, the Consul General based in Miami. His diplomatic extension was denied. And both these people, they were instructed actually to go back to Jamaica. Can you see the repercussions? They were very, very mind-blowing. And therefore, these people were ordered to immediately leave Jamaica and go back to their country, or leave USA and go back to Jamaica, because their extension could not be renewed. And I tell you, the people of Jamaica still stood strong and stood firm and said, irrespective of what the government of US is saying, we are not going to accept some of these things that we don't believe in, that we don't practice, that we don't have in our traditions. And therefore, that was actually a great step. It was a courageous step. It was a courageous move. And this move actually affected the diplomatic relationship of United States of America and Jamaica. We all know that the United States of America and Jamaica have had a good diplomatic relationship, and they have been working together. But this refusal of the Jamaican government to accept this diplomat, who are of the same sex relationship, brought bad blood between the two governments, and their relationship was strained. Because I've told you, Andrew and the other council, General Council, were supposed to return back to Jamaica, and their diplomatic extension was refused. Which was very, very sad, because I believe every one of us, we have what we believe in. We have what we fight for. We have our own Christian beliefs. We have our own stance when it comes to a nation, and how we have been brought up, and how we have been socialized, and how we have grown. And therefore, it is very, very unfortunate for the US government to actually refuse these people their diplomatic extensions, yet they had done nothing to warrant that. Because it is the government of Jamaica that refused this diplomatic couple, because they found it is against their beliefs, their traditions, their culture, their law, their constitution. And I'm sure the United States government cannot accept that which is against their constitution, against their laws, which is imposed by another country to them. They cannot agree. And therefore it is very, very important to respect each other and to act cordially, respecting one another, respecting the beliefs of people, respecting the faith of people and what they believe in. So that is the firm stand the church, the media and the government of Jamaica took. And I was so happy to know that there are people who can stand and say no to anything that is going to affect the generation to come, that is going to affect the way of life of the people, that is going to affect everything about how people live and what they believe in. So I said I'm going to talk about this because I've seen so many things that portrays Jamaica as a strong people, as a courageous people, as a confident people, that are people who will stand and say no to anything that is against what they believe in. We all saw the courage of the people of Jamaica during the opening ceremony of the Olympics. I think I talked about it in one of my videos. The Jamaicans will not be cowered down. They will not be silenced. They will not be made to keep quiet when they know whatever they are doing is right or whatever they are supposed to do is wrong. They are not going to be forced to do things that are against them or not to do things that they believe in. So we all saw. They stood firm. They danced in that field. Is it a field or along a riverbank? They celebrated their arrival. There is no other country that stood out during the open ceremony like Jamaica. I actually talked about it, and they were there firm, strong, courageous, and they danced, and they even made other people to come and dance with them. The Italy. They danced all the dance moves they know on that field, and people were admiring them. People were saying wagwan, the ones that do not belong to Jamaica, because when you have that confidence, when you have that courage, people admire you. People want to be associated with you. People want to stand with you. People want to fight for you. People want all things concerning you. And therefore we saw clearly the Jamaican people standing firm in that field and dancing their bodies out and celebrating the opening. We have also seen the people, the ancestors of the people of Jamaica, Marcus Garvey, Paul Bogler, Nina the Maroon, and all the people that said no to slavery, said no to colonial masters, said no to enslavement, said no to everything that they did not stand for. And actually, I was reading one part, and there was this couple that were slaves, because Jamaicans will stand and say no in spite of the repercussions of what they stand for. Like in this case of US government, the government of Jamaica had to say no, though they knew this would bring strain in their diplomatic relationship. And therefore, this couple were slaves during those days of slavery in Jamaica. And the colonial master, or rather the slave masters, were coming to punish them, to force them to do things, and to force them to actually accept what they were being told to do. And this couple, they said no. And they declared, we better die than to be made to do what we do not believe in. And it is said they jumped a 7-story building and they passed on. These are people that will not be silenced. They are people that will not agree to be pulled down. I think this couple, the slave masters were planning to come and kill them. Instead of bowing and waiting for these people to come and kill you, they preferred to actually jump on a 7-story building. There is also, I can't remember his name, I think even Paul Bogra, he preferred to be hanged rather than accept the minds of slavery, the minds of slave masters, the imposing of their beliefs and their shenanigans. And they said no to this, and they preferred to die strong than to be coward and to be pulled down by the slave masters. These are the people of Jamaica who will stand in what they believe in, who will stand in what they do, who will stand in their traditions, who will stand strong in their faith. We have seen the people of Jamaica, even where they stay outside their country, in their diaspora, they practice their traditions, they practice their festivals, they hold their festivals there. Like today, they are supposed to celebrate their Independence Day. And actually I had said I will celebrate the Independence Day together with the Jamaicans. The Emancipation Day was the other day. They celebrate these days wherever they are. They will not be pulled to believe in the traditions of others, to be pulled down their traditions, and they practice the traditions of others. They say no and keep on standing on their rights. And I really admire this. This type of courage, this type of confidence, this type of strength, I admire it a lot. We have seen great men and women of Jamaica refusing to be brought down, refusing to be enslaved, refusing to be pulled down in what they believe in. The other day, I was talking about this athlete who was running in diaspora. I think it was it in not Canada? Is it Spain? I think it's Britain. Is it Britain? I'll confirm that. So this guy was actually segregated in terms of the race he belonged. And when he went, he started running and actually doing very, very well. He started to be mocked and to be, to be pulled down through very funny things, harassed even sexually, so that he can get discouraged and actually boycott learning. But this guy refused to be pulled down, and he got a gold medal. And when he got a gold medal, it is said he was harassed, his home could be stolen, his car could be taken, and then people could actually say he's the one who is doing this. It was very, very unfortunate. But this guy refused to be brought down, and he won the gold medal, and he stood firm and continued what he was doing. Because Jamaicans will not be pulled down. We have seen Harris Kamara. Harris Kamara is vying for the presidential seat in the United States of America. And we have seen how she's being mocked, how she's being mistreated, how she's being accused, how she's being brought down. But she has stood firm in the midst of racism, in the midst of being termed black, in the midst of this mockery. She has stood strong to hold the highest office in the United States of America. Not just a normal person will go to another country, such a developed country, and stand firm with a lot of confidence, with a lot of courage, and fight for such a big seat, and still stand firm, strong, in spite of everything, and emerge a winner. Because I believe she's going to emerge the winner. Because the recent polls are saying she's gaining popularity each and every day. She has stood the test of times. She has stood the storms. She has stood the ups and downs of life. She has stood to be in the highest office in the United States of America. It's not an easy thing. It's not something that you just get it overnight. It's something that needs resilience. It is something that needs courage. It's something that needs patience. It's something that needs a lot of hard work, determination. And this is what this woman represents. A strong character, an unwavering character, an unmoved character. USA born. The father is a Jamaican and the mother was from India. But she has overcome all the odds to hold this office. This is not a small achievement. This requires a strong person. This requires a hardworking person. This requires a determined person. And that is what Kamara represents. The DNA of the yard is running deep in her bloodstream. And that is why she cannot be wavered. She cannot be cut down. She cannot be stopped. She is, we say in Kenya, unbreakable, unmovable, untouched. She will go to any length until she attains, or rather until she enters White House. This is the determination of the people of Jamaica. We have also seen them in the field and track events. They have fought the battle. Like I was talking about the women who are actually competing in 100 meters. Sherry Ann Fresher, Tia Creighton, Alfred. They have fought the battle to be amongst the first women to be in the final in 100 meters. It's not a small achievement. It requires you to believe in yourself. It requires you to be determined. It requires you to work hard. It requires you to do what it takes to be where you are. Those are the people of Jamaica. The in their bloodstream there is courage. In their bloodstream there is resilience. In their bloodstream there is zeal. In their bloodstream there is determination. In their bloodstream they have the strength to overcome all the storms of life to be the best. And actually, I want to tell you, Jamaicans in every country they go, they read. In spite of the fact that they are in a strange country, they are not in their country, they work hard, they are determined, they are actually believing being victorious. And we have seen it happening here in Kenya. We have one of the Jamaicans that are here that I know. And he has a big hotel in one of the posh estates in Kenya. And he's doing very, very well. He's also in the tour industry. And he's doing very, very well. It's not just anybody who will go to a stage rad, establish himself, settle there, start a business, and actually that business, prospers. It requires a lot of hard work, it requires a lot of determination, it requires a lot of zeal, and all that I have said. These are the people of Jamaica. They excel in every place they put their foot on. And actually, I was remembering, God told the people of Israel, in every place you're going to put your foot on, I'm going to bless it. And sometimes back, I was reading some of the comments in one of the videos, and I could see the people of Jamaica talking about that they are the people of Israel. People with a zeal, people with a faith, people with a trust, people who will stand firm and do what they believe in and refuse what they do not believe in. These are the great, great people of Jamaica. I have not exhausted the greatness of these people. They are great people there in America that are from Jamaica. They are great people in Britain that are from Jamaica. They are great people in Canada that are from Jamaica. They are great people in UK that are from Jamaica. Great minds, great hardworking people who will not be pulled down by the storms they meet on their way to success. They overcome those storms and become who they are. They believe in themselves. They do not shy away to talk about their nation, to declare they are Jamaicans. I saw one of the Jamaican actually in one of the diaspora countries being a conductor. And that guy was standing on that bus and actually calling people without fearing who those people are, what they stand for, where they are coming from, and he stood firm to do his work. Because whatever they believe in, they will stand with it and do it to perfection to excel in life. And that is why most of the Jamaicans have actually excelled in life, because they do what they believe in. and they do it with all their hearts and with all their minds. So today I'm actually celebrating the great courage, the great resilience, the great confidence, the great minds in the people of Jamaica. They will not be pulled down. They are a great generation, a great people, a determined people, and they can go many miles to achieve their goals without giving up. Those are the people of the earth. And I think this video is going to stop here. Thank you very much for listening to us. May the Lord bless you. Till next time, bye-bye.